This video is for Elements of Music for your Week 1 blog post where you get to introduce yourself to the class. If you've not already downloaded Audacity, you want to start by doing that, and you'll find the directions for that in the Getting Started in Music folder. Remember, Audacity is a free download, and you just need the directions to get you to the correct website and find the right software. You will also need a microphone for this assignment. If you don't have a microphone, please contact me, Ms. Winchell. Hopefully you're able to get one by the end of the week, because we will use this for other things in the class, and you'll use it for other things here at Minos as well. It's always a good idea to go ahead and open up the PDF file that explains all of the steps, just to make sure you don't miss anything while you're doing your assignment. Now I'm going to go ahead, I already have Audacity loaded, so I'm going to go ahead and open that up. And the first thing we need to start by doing is to check to see if our microphone's working correctly. The simplest way to do that is to just go ahead and hit record. And if I start talking, you'll see sound waves show up, and also when I hit stop, and if I play it back, and if I start talking, you'll see sound waves show up. You heard me that it recorded what I was saying, so that's a pretty good confirmation that my microphone's working. I do have some troubleshooting tips for you if you're not able to get your microphone working, and that's going to be over on page 3 of your blog post directions. Usually the most common things are sometimes the simplest things. You just don't have your microphone plugged in. Sometimes you just have the wrong device selected up here. And then if that doesn't help you out, there's also a video that I've linked in there as well. And if nothing else fails, you're welcome to contact me and we can figure it out together, because sometimes Audacity can be rather complicated. So I've confirmed that I have everything working correctly, so now I need to know what to say. So I have up in the blog post, hopefully I don't make you dizzy scrolling up this fast, the 3 things that you get to tell us. You get to do a quick introduction where you tell us your name and at least one fact about yourself that's not music related. You get to tell us about your musical background, like if you play an instrument or sing in a choir. And you also get to tell us what type of music you like to listen to. Now, some people are really good about just, answering all those questions and talking and sounding great. I'm not necessarily one of those people, so I've actually written up the script of everything that I plan to say, because I have quite a lot to say, so I figured it would be easier to read. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and record what I'm going to say for my introduction, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I've finished my recording. So the next step, if I want to go all the way back to the beginning, I can just click skip to start, and it would be a good idea just for me to preview my recording. Hi, my name's Ms. Winchell and I'm going to be your teacher for this class. And so long as everything sounds okay, that's great. I'm going to give you one extra tip right now. Sometimes you may say something that you didn't mean to say, and that's fine. That's the cool thing about Audacity. Sometimes maybe you end up with a little bit of silence while you're trying to figure out what you want to say. And like, for example, right at the beginning, I had a little bit of silence. If I select this cursor tool, I can click and drag over anything that I don't want, and then I can either go up to Edit and copy it and actually move it around again, or the easiest thing is to just hit the delete key on my keyboard. So it's real easy to just copy and paste and move stuff around and do all sorts of fabulous things, which we'll worry about doing later. Right now the delete key and the highlight and then hit the delete key are your friend if there's anything that you want to take out that you don't want. Okay, so now we need to figure out how to get this in Blackboard. Audacity is a little bit weird because if you just hit Save Project, like you might in Microsoft Word, you end up with a file that doesn't do us anything in Blackboard. In fact, you can actually only open the file on your computer, which is kind of annoying. So we actually need to come down and click on Export. So this is how we're going to save our files. And this is going to export as a WAV file, which is an audio file that you could play in a program like iTunes or Windows Media Player. So I'm going to give my file a title. So I'm going to say Ms. Winchell Intro. If I could spell intro, that would help. And then I'm going to go ahead and save it just right now to my desktop because that's an easy to remember location. You can just click OK unless you want to enter in the title here. So I'm going to click OK. It sometimes takes a little bit, especially if it's a long file. Now I'm going to come back to Blackboard and click Create Blog Entry. And then I need to come down to Add Audio Content. Sometimes Blackboard's evil and doesn't give you these menu options. You'll see there are these 2 little arrows. It's the 3rd arrow down. Sometimes you have to click to open them up. You click Add Audio Content, and then you just get to browse your computer and find this like you would any other file. Remember, I saved it as Ms. Winchell Intro. That I see it's a WAV file. And then if I go ahead and click Submit, this step sometimes takes a little bit, so be patient. Once it's finished submitting the file, then give your blog entry a title and click Post Entry.